She's been in the media a lot lately.
She has been in the media a lot, and I will say this: if she was watching this, I would say, regardless of our little spats we had on TV, I look at that as TV. That was like part of our acting job. Okay, that's what I look at it as our work. At the end of the day, Nene, you came from humble beginnings and you became very famous and you made a lot of money on a reality. For reality TV, that's really good money for reality TV. So you've been blessed. It was a great opportunity for you. You just don't want to like, I get having standing on principle and listen, I'm all for that. But when you go to burn the whole bridge down where you make it where there's no coming back from, I just would just say be careful. Be careful if you still want to work in this business. There's a way to stand your ground without blowing everything up. I've had lawsuits with networks for standing up for what's right that I still will work for again because I didn't like make it where you just throw in the kitchen sink. You got to win the war, not the battle. Think about the war, not the battle. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. Like they want to trend that day or they want to like get it out that day. And I told them, yeah, you did tell them. But guess what? You may never work again with that company. And they couldn't have been that bad if they gave you so much and so much opportunity and so much of a platform. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I mean, to your point, she made really good money, really good
Yeah.
for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that it's at the point of no return? I mean, I don't know if it's all true, but I mean, there are things like she's claiming Andy Cohen is racist and there's rumors of lawsuits, allegedly.
I don't
I don't
know.
know if any of that's true, but I mean, has she gone too far? Like, do you think she's at the point of no return?
I think she is. Um, I don't want to deny another person's claim of racism because I think, we all have our different experiences. I never seen anything, but I also don't want to discount someone else's experience. Um, I just think that this certain thing, I don't know. She, I believe she was the highest paid of the network when it comes to the Housewives.
That's my understanding.
So in that regard, financially, they weren't racist towards you. Now, if you think because you didn't get a spinoff, I don't think that's because of racism. I just think that, there was an interest in other people that there wasn't for her to spinoff. And then there was a spinoff on the table, I believe, with Kim Zolciak, but they ruined that from what I understood. Again, I don't know everything, so I don't want people to come from my neck like, you speaking on them, you're hating, you're jealous. I'm not jealous. I actually hate seeing someone dig a grave for themselves in the business where she's, she still has some good years left in it where she could still do something. But I find in this business, when you start thinking that you're bigger than the network or bigger than the show, you run into problems. Everybody can be replaced. Everybody. No one is irreplaceable. And I think people think that they are, like they think that they're irreplaceable and that they'll never do that to them. I mean, y'all remember when the dad from Bewitched got replaced? Or the mom from Fresh Prince? We was like, the show went on. The show will go on. There's other people that are hungry and humble. And, in entertainment business, listen, I know I've gotten jobs over people that were better qualified, taller, prettier, thinner, whatever, more talented, but I'm easy to work with. And at the end of the day, producers want to spend 8, 9, 10, 12 hours with someone that they enjoy working with. And if you're this much more difficult and we get this much benefit having you on the network, then they're going to do a cost risk analysis. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, yeah, we'd love to have you, but it's always issues. Or you walk out of scenes, or you leave early, or you complain, or you assaulting cameraman, allegedly, whatever. And you kind of got to look at yourself sometimes. And sometimes these things happen. Like, and I was messed up for a while with things like being a procrastinator, showing up late. There comes a point where you got to be like, I got to get my shit together. So there's no reason why they wouldn't want me to be back year after year after year, So sometimes we're in our own way, and I hope she figures it out. Bravo was good to her for years. I don't know, about some of her claims. I never had any issues like that with Andy, but I also don't have the same history with them. I wasn't there that long, but were they racist when you were the highest paid housewife of all the franchises? Were they racist when you were the watch what happened live the most of any housewife? Again, I don't think her not getting spin-offs is because she's black, because Candy got plenty of them. I think it's more of you know, I think it's being difficult to deal with. After a while, people don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to deal with it. I can't go to my job at Foxhole and be a diva and be a bitch and be annoying, be obnoxious, talk shit, call my boss names and say all kinds of stuff, and then be like, "You're not gonna give me a raise? You're racist." You know. So I don't like to throw that word around unless it's for real, because we're in a time right now where let's not cry wolf if it's not that. But if it is that, then I'm with you 100%. But if it's not, don't use that. Don't use that when the evidence shows otherwise, from what I know.
And like, do you think it's like the point of no return for her just with Bravo? Or do you think like this has like the bigger effects, like what you were saying, like spilling over to other networks? Like you're now so vocal that you're just out there as people don't want to work with you.
I think there's not a lot of people that call the shots in this business. There's a few networks. They're all friends with each other. And I think when you, I think word travels fast. And I think listen, someone's still going to take a chance on Nene and give her something to show, something. She's still marketable. She's still a bankable entity. She is. But if you keep, if it just keeps going bad everywhere you go, I think you run in the risk of, people making phone calls and being like, you know what, she's difficult. They call and check. How was it dealing with such and such? Oh no, that person was I've been on small productions where people were up for things and they got axed before they even got hired because of word of mouth, and people don't want to deal with the difficult, people being difficult, especially after COVID. People are starving to work. So if you have an opportunity to work and you blow it off, or you take it for granted, don't be so sure those opportunities are going to come back around. I never think I'm always pleasantly surprised when I get another gig. Like, oh my God, y'all still want me? Great, let's do it. And that needs to be more of the attitude instead of course you want me. There's a lot of other people that are ready to take your spot at any moment.